Well, I think the leadership of the school, the current parents, the employees, the teachers, the administration, we see ourselves as caretakers of the founding heartbeat that was here in the founding families in 1992.
We really wanted an education that was more Christ-centered than what they were getting. It was a good education, but it was more just, don't smoke, don't drink, don't chew, don't go with girls that do.
When we were discussing the name, Ty, you said, all the saint names are taken, so we need to go with something a little different. I remember, Ratliff, you got the dictionary out and we started looking, and somehow the name Regency, Regal, Royal, and Ty, you stopped us in mid-sentence because you said Regency? No, that sounds like a car. We don't
I would still say no to Regency.
I would too.
And that's when John said, well, but Regents, and he flipped through the dictionary, found the definition of Regents, and it said...
You want me to give the definition?
Absolutely.
A regent is one who stewards the realm while the king is away. So was it 17 total kids the first time?
17.
And 2 combined grades, right?
Right.
The first year of the school, they took stones and wrote the names of all the students and faculty on them. And the story that comes from is in Joshua. So we still have those stones, but every year since, in the grammar school, the teachers have given character rocks at the end of the year that with a character trait for each one of the students on a stone. And it's all part of that continuing tradition.
I believe it was our first or perhaps second year when we were deciding to come up with a mascot. We had the students submit suggestions, and at that time we were heavily weighted with younger grammar school kids, and I believe that leading the list was the butterflies and bluebonnets. And then as we let the whole community vote, the name Knights clearly rose to the surface, and we thought it was fitting that captured just kind of the essence of Regents School of Austin.
Do y'all remember how hard it was to recruit people to come to a school that we didn't even know where the school was going to be? And we were asking them for their money.
Yeah. No.
Oh, and by the way, here's a brochure. It's kind of talks about what we're going to do, but we have your check. God brought a group of people who were simply willing and obedient.
I remember my first day teaching kindergarten here at Regents. It was 13 years ago. This year I took a prayer journal that I kept from the very first year, which I had not seen in 10 years at least, and I took it out and had written down some of their prayer requests, and so I took it and showed some of the kids, and they just thought it was hysterical.
I started at Regents the first year they had a kindergarten class, which was 19 years ago. And I came as a parent and a teacher. My daughter was in 4th grade. The beauty of Regents is we're still all on the same campus.
When the plaza was originally built, as head of upper school, I thought the teenagers will grab their lunch from the event center and run back down and hide in their high school building. But the opposite's been true. They get their lunch from the event center and they sit all around the plaza in little pockets and on the ground, on the hard concrete, in the hot sun. And part of that relationship is they see the children playing dodgeball and foursquare and join in from time to time. The last several years, the board has used a campus development committee to work on how do we maximize use of all 83 acres, while at the same time connecting our K-12 campus. We would not want to set up buildings in such a way that detract from the singleness of a K-12 unit.
Oh no!
I remember the first time we were assigned a family and we're thinking, okay, we've got to have them over for dinner and we don't know these people, and okay, they've got kids that sort of match up with our kids. Well, it turned out to be the Winters. And the Winters have turned into like some of our best friends ever. We go on vacation with them now. Our son broke his nose in our pool.
We still match families with sponsors, and I think that is just a sweet part of how, even as big as the school is, that we've kept a little bit of that small feel.
It's absolutely the best community that I've ever experienced.
They do a good job of trying to help you find your way around. And so a mother that can call a mother and say, hey, how does this work? Or what do we wear to chapel day? Or whatever the question of the moment is. That's a sweet part of kind of weaving them into the tapestry of Regents.
We never would have anticipated the bonding of the community that now exists. And you look at the partnership that's now created between the administration, the teachers, the parents, the kids. I mean, it really, for us at least, it's been just a huge blessing.
The thing that struck me the most at first, besides the community, because you hear that a lot, was first on the faculty level, that the faculty, as much as they have in common, each of them have come from very different backgrounds to get to where they are. And so their journey of why they've come to teach at Regents, and from a lot of them having their kids at Regents, has been varied, but what they have in common is a commitment to what we're trying to do here and the mission that we have.
The model of teaching here is just so unique, and it's really great for the kids to be more well-rounded. And so it's such a family here, it was just natural for me to come back here.
We have 300 alumni across the country, and we're going to be asking them to help us evaluate the programs.
I think for me, Regents instilled a real desire for service and an importance of sharing the gospel and sharing Jesus with other people through our service. And for me at A&M, that's been kind of my mission field, if you will, is serving others.
The school's growth and its strength really resides in one single factor: the quality relationship between a teacher and a student. And so as we look forward to the next 20 years, we'll build some buildings, we'll throw in some more fields, maybe a gym. Those things are going to be taken care of. But the focal point of the board and the leadership is the connection between quality teachers and a child's experience here.
The Thrive 2020 program is an opportunity for us to continue coming alongside our parents and our students. In this process, we're coming alongside teachers and helping them become the best teachers that they can be, and preparing our students for the path that they're to follow.
For Regents School of Austin to be all that God wants this school to be, every single family has to step up and be part. We're looking for contributions of time, talent, and treasure. And so we're asking each family to think carefully and pray deeply about their participation in our future.